सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. In the last class, I completed the 15th chapter of Uddhava Gita. Today we are going to enter the 16th chapter of Uddhava Gita. In the 14th chapter, Lord Krishna said, "Hey Uddhava, one has to transcend the gunas, 3 gunas." In Bhagavad Gita also 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, one has to transcend the 3 gunas. Lord Krishna said, here also the same topic in that 14th chapter, which Uddhava asked for. Later in 15th chapter, Lord Krishna said, one has to transcend the gunas. They are Sattva Guna, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. To transcend them, one has to practice 3 yogas. 3 sadhanas are there. 3 types of yogas. What are those 3 yogas? We know Karma Yoga is one sadhanam. Then Upasana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga is second sadhanam. Third one is Jnana Yoga. Shravana Manana Nididhyasana Rupa Jnana Yoga. These are the 3 sadhanas one has to practice to transcend the 3 gunas. Why to transcend 3 gunas? Because 3 gunas belong to Maya Prakriti. Maya is always changing. They are mithya. One should not succumb to these gunas. All the 3 gunas are like one is golden chain, golden bondage. Sattva guna is golden bondage, like person is tied with golden chain. And Rajoguna is like a silver chain. Person life is tied by that silver chain like Rajoguna. Then that Tamoguna is more inferior guna, which is when it is predominant, that guna is like an iron chain. So whatever the quality of chain does not mean, but they are not helpful for a person to go to higher spiritual ladder. For that there is a mechanism how to transcend 3 gunas. Lord Krishna said 3 yogas. Then further he is going to talk about it is not so easy to transcend the gunas. Uddhava's doubt is Veda Purva Bhaga, first portion of Veda, talks about follow dharma, all the rules and regulations. Adharma you have to avoid, dharma you have to practice. This is very much highly prescribed in Veda Purva Bhaga. Because dharma alone is important in one's life. That is highlighted in Veda Purva Bhaga. Then same Bhagavan says go beyond dharma and adharma. Anyatra dharmad, anyatra dharmad. You have to give up all these punya, papa, dharma, adharma, etc., etc. So the doubt will come in everyone's mind. First portion of Veda, hey Bhagavan, you have prescribed to follow dharma heavily. And the second portion of Vedas, that means scriptures, you are prescribing go beyond dharma and adharma. These both statements are contradictory. Which you have to follow and which we have to renounce. How to understand this dichotomy statement, contradictory statement? For that only lot of teaching is given. Veda Purva Bhaga teaching is for Manda Madhyama Adhikaris. And Veda Anta portion going beyond Dharma Adharma is for Uttama Adhikaris. So initial stage of life, life is governed by instinctive or impulsive reactions. Person's behavior. Janmana jayate shudraha. By birth, person is a shudraha. Shudraha means who is shudraha? First understand. The word, when we use the Shudra, what is the meaning of Shudra from Vedic vision? Vedic standpoint or scriptural standpoint, exact meaning of Shudra we have to understand. Who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishya, and who is Shudra? How there this bifurcation, classification done? This is our responsibility to understand what is the vision of Veda, or what is the vision of our scriptures, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Smriti Grandhas. Is it not our primary responsibility to know? Instead of thinking in our own way, what is Shudra, we think something in our mind. That is not correct. Shudraha means Prakrita Purushaha. That is the definition Shastra gives. Shudraha name is given to a person who takes to that life of Prakrita or Prakriti based life. What do you mean by Prakriti based life? Prakrita Purushaha means who is he? Why Prakrita Purushaha is called Shudraha? Because Prakrita Purusha is one who is a Kama Acharaha. Shudraha is one who is Kama Bhakshaha, who is Kama Vadaha. Prakrita Purusha is called Shudraha. Unrefined person. Samskrita Purusha ki opposite. Samskrita means not Sanskrit language. Samskrita Purusha means a refined personality. A person with a refined personality. With samskaras. With a lot of values. Prakrita Purusha is quite opposite to that person. Who want to lead a life of Kama Acharaha means what? He or she wants to lead a lifestyle as they like, without following any disciplines, life rules, regulations. Without that, they lead the life. Acharaha means they lead their life. Their life is governed by their own desires, whims and fancies, no disciplines, no any type of rules and regulations in their life. That is called Kamacharaha. In their actions, there is no legitimate, moderate, dharmic concern for them. Whatever I like, whatever way I want to live, I can live. That is called kamachara. As they desire, they live. Then kama bhakshaha is one who consumes, who eats, who experiences all the pleasures. Kama bhakshaha means not only eating, any sense organs consuming or enjoying, experiencing whatever they want, they eat. Whenever they want, they eat. What manner they want, they eat. Whenever they want, they sleep. Whatever way they want to talk, they talk. Kama vadaha. Whenever they want to talk, whatever they want to talk, what manner they want to talk, they are called kama vadaha. Whatever they desire to talk, they talk. There is no any metal detector. They never check their words before talking. Just like that they talk. They never think about, they are not concerned about others. They are all called kamacharaha, kama bhakshaha, kama vadaha. What we are seeing in the modern world now in the name of advancement in their life, modern life. These three names we can give to them. They are called Prakrita Purushas. They are called Shudras. They are highly predominantly dominated by Tamoguna or Rajoguna with Raga and Dvesha. And their actions, their movements, their responses, all are based on their likes and dislikes. Heavily based on their likes and dislikes, Raga Dvesha or Kama Krodha. So they are all called Shudras. Now you understand who is Shudra? Not by birth. No one can become by birth Shudra. Shastra concerned about the character, guna, nature, swabhava. Prakrita Purushaha means Prakriti or Swabhava. According to their Swabhava, they want. According to their vasanas. They never bother about social harmony. They never bother about family harmony. They never bother about their individual growth for higher purpose. They never bother. So, human being naturally, animal nature is very much hidden in human being. Mriga Tattvam, animal nature. For that purpose only Veda Purva Bhaga prescribe lot of rituals. Early morning take bath, snanam. Then Sandhya Vandanam or Puja, Japa, etc. sadhanas. Religious practices. All religious practices are meant to convert the animal man to man. Then only man can become a divine man. I don't want to use God man, because God man, if we say, there are a lot of misconception in the society. Therefore, let me use the word divine man, Daivi Purushaha, a Purusha with Daivi Sampat. Suddenly, person cannot become a divine person. First, person has to deliberately follow certain principles, religious way of life, Vedic lifestyle. If person follow for length of time, for minimum 12 years, that impulsive responses, impulsive way of living, that type of life he can come out of. Deliberately he has to take up certain religious practices, certain disciplines. Then once they are practiced deliberately, then they become spontaneous later. So impulsive nature to be converted into deliberate religious way of life. For many people, religion means some allergy. What is this religion? Why religion? Religion is only to refine the person. In the modern time, religion word has got its all the evil faces it are appearing because of human thinking, wrong thinking about religion. Not understanding religion is what, for what purpose. Religion means nothing but a pantha, a marga. You take a lifestyle, by following which lifestyle you convert yourself from animal nature to human nature. You become a humane. Humanity. Humane means what? Human nature, all virtues. That's why from impulsive to deliberate practices to discipline the life with certain regulations, rules and regulations. Once they follow those religious practices, japa, tapa, achara, vichara, achara hinam na punanti vedaha. Without achara, you cannot come to that vichara, atma vichara. Achara hinam na punanti vedaha. There is a nice sloka. Without achara, a person cannot be refined or cannot be mature for spiritual growth. Yadyapyadhita sahap shadbhirangaihi. Even though a person has studied shadbhirangaihi, all 6 Veda angas, he might have studied Siksha, Kalpam, Vyakaranam, Niruktam, Chandas, Jyotisham, all those Shastras, any other modern material sciences. Shadbhirangaihi yadi api adhita, even though he has studied. Chandam enam mrutyureti mrutyukale tyajanti. Needam Shakunta iva jata pakshehi. Just as the bird leave that, the nest, jata pakshi, a bird leave that needam. When the kala comes, the bird leave that nest on the branch of the tree. Similarly, when the mrityu comes, kali mrityu, when the mrityu comes, all this person do not recognize what achara is not there. Chandam yenam mrityu kale tyajanti. All this vidya, whatever he has learned, all will go away. They are not going to help him after death. Then what will protect him from birth and death cycle? Only achara. Therefore, Vedas cannot protect that person who is not having any achara, a disciplined life. That is why Veda Purva Bhaga is highly prescribed for a person to follow Yama Niyamas. I said Pancha Yamas and Pancha Niyamas we saw elaborately in Uddhava Gita. Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteyam, Brahmacharyam, Aparigraham, Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana. All 10 commandments of Hinduism, whoever follow, that person is fit for next higher goal of life. Therefore, Veda Purva is prescribed for preliminary, initial life, religious practices, they are prescribed. That is why there is no any question or doubt with regard to dharma, dharmic life in the Dharma Shastra, Manusmriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, so many other Smritis are all talking about Dharma Shastra, which Dharma is talked about in Veda Purva Bhaga. So that Dharma is like and Vidhi Nishedhas, what to do, what not to do. Tasmat Karyam, Tasmat means Karya Karyo Vyavasthito. So what to do, what not to do. Shastram Pramanam Te. Shastra is like a doctor. Just like a doctor says, Pathyam and Aushadham. Take Aushadham, medicine, and doctor prescribe Pathyam also. Don't eat these items. You have to take only these items. That is called Pathyam, means controlling your food. Then take Aushadham. Pathyam Aushadham. Similarly, our life also, to have a healthy spiritual life, Shastra prescribe Pathyam and Aushadham, that is Dharma and Brahma. You want to receive Brahma Jnanam, Atma Jnanam, highest knowledge. Who am I? Where from I am coming? Where am I going? What is my real nature? What is moksha? If you want to know Brahma Jnanam, may you know the Dharma Jnanam. May you have Dharma Jnanam first. That Dharma Jnanam is nothing but Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Panchamaha Yajnas. Many other sadhanas, rituals are given in the Shastra. Once you follow 12 years, those all dharmic merits, gunas, all sampat, daivi sampat, if you follow 12 years, they become spontaneous in your life. There is no any effort is required. If you speak truth for 12 years, if you follow non-violence for 12 years, any value for that matter, you follow 12 years. Any tapas, any niyama, dravya yajna, tapo yajna, yoga yajna, pranayama yajna, indriya niyama yajna, shama yajna, dama yajna, Lord Krishna said in 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. You follow any 1 or 2 or 3 yajnas, these are all called yajnas. Yajna means not only homa, havanam and all. Lord Krishna highly recommend these all 12 yajnas. Finally he says Jnana Yajna Parantapa. Jnana Yajnam is the superior most. Therefore, there is one nice Kalidasa writes in Avijnana Shakuntala. When Dushyanta approached that Kanva ashram nearby, after seeing Shakuntala, he desired Shakuntala to marry. He likes her. Then he thinks, how I am getting this desire on her. She is living in an ashrama, in Rishi ashrama. I am a Kshatriya. She is a Rishi Kanya. How can I marry her? I am a Kshatriya. Why I am getting this desire on her? Then what Dushyanta thought? His inner conscience says, I never go wrong. My thoughts never go wrong. Whatever I think, it must be correct. That much confidence he has got. That much confidence. I never go wrong. That is called spontaneous. Inner conscience keeps the person in order to the rules and regulations. Whatever they do, whatever they talk, whatever they think will be correct only. It never go wrong. That is called spontaneity. How it has come? Because they have followed deliberately dharma for so many years. Therefore, they have crossed the impulsive responses, impulsive actions. So this much of sadhana, whoever practice in their life, They always do good. They always think good. They always talk what is good. That is the greatness of spontaneous nature comes by deliberate practice to prevent the person from animal nature, to bring out the person from animal nature. What for? To convert the animal person to man, human being, right human being. Human being means not just a human form. Human being means the one who is having humaneness. Then only is called human being. We are seeing so many human beings without humanness. No karuna, no dharma, no prema, no other values. What type of human life that is? Therefore, we have to understand human being just like cannot be a human being. The one who has got humaneness, all values, he is called human being. Therefore, Lord Krishna want to again bring out what are the disciplines to be followed to cross these three gunas. As long as you are within the fold of three gunas, you will be always in samsara chakram. How to go beyond gunas? Lord Krishna said in 14th chapter, Gunatito Bhavarjuna. Just one word he said and left. How to become Gunatita? What do you mean by Gunatita? First let us understand what are the gunas, virtues. There are a lot of observations done in our Shastra. For human beings, perfect mental health, physical health, spiritual health. With this background, we'll enter into this 16th chapter. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Lord Krishna is going to address Uddhava how one can come or transcend the gunas by practicing what? What is that lifestyle? Let me read the first verse, 16th chapter, page number is not there, but it is 230, starting verse. Yayetan matpatho hitva bhaktir jnana kriyatmakan Shudran kamanschalai pranai jushantas samsaranti te samsaranti. Those people, whoever gives up, hitva, by giving up, etan mat patha, above mentioned my patha means marga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga and jnana yoga, marga, mat patha. Hitva, having renounced, having not resort to, not following my path. These three yogas, what are they? Bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, kriya, kriyatmakan. Kriya means karma yoga. So, bhakti jnana karma yoga. Bhakti jnana kriya means bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, kriya yoga. Hitva yaha mat pathaha etan hitva, by giving up. What is his lot? How is his life? What he takes once he give up all this karma yoga, upasana yoga, jnana yoga, once he gives up, what he will take? What he will resort to? He resort to kshudran kaman chalaihi pranaihi. Kshudran kaman, all meager. Kshudra ante inferior, meager desires, lowest desires, animal nature desires, kaman, chalaihi, which are very much fleeting in their nature. Chalaihi, pranaihi jushantaha, sense organs running for sense pleasures. The mind is going along with those sense organs. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, etc., etc., going towards those objects, sounds, forms, colors, so many other food items, all sense organs running outwards. Jushantaha means resorting to those fleeting, changing, all pleasures. Here prana means sense organs. Sense organs are running towards sense object because mind desire. So the mind, sense organs and sense objects. So they all come in contact because of their lowest animalistic desires. Shudran, kaman, chalaihi, pranaihi, jushantaha, once they resort to. That means kama acharaha, kama bhakshaha, kama vadaha. That is why we see some people, when they are talking, there is no integration in their words, in their thoughts, and in their actions. Manasi anyat, vachasi anyat, karmani anyat, duratmanaha. Many people. But there are very rarely people, manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam, mahatmanaha. There are noble people who are having the mind, thoughts, actions, and their words all are in alignment. They are all in alignment. Manasyekam, vachasyekam, karmanyekam. What they think, they talk. What they talk, they do. There is no any disintegration. There is no any split personality. But these people, in second line, what Lord Krishna says, these people who want to fulfill their desires by hook and crook, they want to fulfill their all desires. Therefore they become prakrita purushas, shudraha, no achar, proper lifestyle. Whatever they like, they eat. Whenever they want to eat, they eat. Whatever the manner they want to eat, they eat. Like that speech also. Therefore, shudran kaman chalaihi pranaihi jushantaha. What is the lot? What is the consequence, outcome? Samsaranti te. They will be in this samsara chakra, birth and death cycle again and again, suffering, womb to tomb. Womb to tomb they have to travel with these sufferings, vyadhi, jara, marana, etc., etc. Not only vyadhi, jara, marana, in between all this life, shadurmaya comes. Hunger, thirst, they suffer with those things, raga, dvesha, shoka, moha at mental level, hunger, thirst at prana level, and at body level, vyadhi and jara, old age and disease. All these shadurmayaha. And they suffer again and again with hurt, guilt, all worries. This is called samsara. They samsaranti. Again, they fall in this samsara because of their desires for these all materialistic pleasures. Therefore what? Mat padaha, they have given up karma yoga, jnana yoga, upasana yoga, they have given up. And they have taken all these things. The 5-star hotels, no? 3-star, 5-star hotel, khao, pivo, maja karo, enjoy your life. Don't follow any rules and regulations. But Lord Krishna says, if they don't follow my prescriptions, they suffer in their life. That is why I have given Varnashrama Dharma. In the next verse, he points out, second verse. स्वे स्वेधिकारे या निष्ठा सा गुणः परिकीर्तितः विपर्ययस्तु दोषः स्यात् उभयोरेष निश्चयः एषः उभयोः निश्चयः. This is the principle of life regulations. This is the principle of life regulations. What is that principle? I have given adhikara for so and so varna and ashrama. Brahmachari ashrama, what he has to do? He has to get up early morning and take bath and follow all disciplines, practicing pranayama, yoga, japa, puja, etc. And not taking any easy-going life. In Brahmachari ashrama, strict, disciplined life. No drinking, alcohol, no smoking, strictly prohibited. Even they should not smell also. These are all restrictions given. In Brahmachari ashrama, for a grihastha also there are rules and regulations. For vanaprasthi also there are rules and regulations. For sannyasi also there are rules and regulations. For each ashrami there are certain stipulated duties I have given. They have to follow. Not only that, varna dharma also. Brahmana has to take what food, what he has to do. According to his nature, Brahmana, karma, Brahmana, guna, Brahmana, jati, they are given all rules and regulations. Similarly for Kshatriya, based on their guna, based on their nature, I have prescribed. Then Vaishya. Vaishyas also, they have their own rituals, pujas and what they have to do. Based on Varna Dharma. Nowadays, Varna Dharma is most irrelevant, most meaningless. That's why we cannot talk loudly outside Varna Dharma. If you talk, they will arrest you also. Arrest in the sense, they will not allow you to talk. Why? Because they do not know the value of Varna Dharma. For example, one example, not following Varna Dharma, every profession is equally divided between 4 Varnas. So there is no competition and cutthroat for any profession. I am giving one example. In Varna Dharma, Brahmana duty, Kshatriya duty, Vaishya duty, Shudra duty. They can do their duties. According to their guna, their karma also given in Shastra. But when we violate this Varna Dharma, we don't like it, we hate it, suppose. Who is the loser? Only society, people. What is happening now? Everyone is going for one profession. IT. Everyone, my son is engineer, my daughter is engineer. You go and hear from anyone's mouth, this is only coming. IT. Software engineer. What is happening? Everyone take same one profession. Unemployment, job insecurity, lot of problems in the society, competition and cutthroat. We don't want to follow Varna Dharma. We don't like it. Who will do business? Who will take up teaching? Who will take up the administration? Who will take up the service? Once you mix up and mess up everything and suppressing this Varna Dharma, and not only suppressing and putting some dust on that, dust in the sense criticism, hating the scriptures which are talking about Varna Dharma. What they are facing now in the society. When Varna Dharma people were following, society was so harmonious, very, very happy people, content. Everyone used to do their duties, no competition, no cutthroats. Everybody was happy. Now, lack of understanding in Varna Dharma, lack of understanding about duties, looking at so and so profession is only great. Wrong thinking, going for that. What type of thinking is this? And thinking they are so great. They are thinking so high, advanced manner. Not advanced. It is most lowest thinking. However much we say, unless they understand the Varna, Ashrama, Dharma of Vedic lifestyle, they can never know the danger society is going to face. Already facing. That's what Lord Krishna says. Shve shve adhikaraha ya nishtha. Shve shve adhikaraha means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmacharya, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. According to their Varna, Ashrama, Dharma, Adhikaraha, they are qualified to do those religious practices, ya nishtha, lifestyle, saha gunaha parikirtitaha. That alone is highlighted as parikirtitaha, means praised, glorified as gunaha, good for the society. Whatever they people take up their duties, lifestyle, based on Varna, Ashrama, Dharma, that is the good, healthy, harmonious lifestyle. Parikirtitaha. Viparyayastu, opposite to that, not following Varna Dharma, not following Ashrama Dharma also properly, then what will happen? Doshaha syat. It is not good. Doshaha, there is some dosha in that. Without regulations, when the person go according to his likes and dislikes, doshaha syat. Ubhayoho eshaha nischayaha. This is the principle of all the regulations. If you follow Varna, Ashrama, Dharma, that is good, that is the best way of living. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. Tatra kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. Second line we need not go. That is highest Vedanta. The first line is designed religious way of life. Maya srishtam. How I created guna, karma, vibhagashaha. According to their guna, I have divided people. Sattvic people, predominant, one group. And SRT, RST, all those you know. I used to talk in Bhagavad Gita and I was talking about Varnashrama Dharma. So, Ubhayoho yeshaha nischayaha, guna and dosha. Varnashrama Dharma, if you follow, it is guna. If you violate, it is dosha. So dosha we are seeing in the society now. The next verse, Lord Krishna continues. Third verse. Shuddhya shuddhi vidhiyete samaneshvapi vastushu dravyascha vichikishchartham गुणदोषौ शुभाशुभौ आचार प्रभवो धर्मः धर्म प्रभुरच्युतः. Achara is the highest dharma. Follow your duty Brahmana, Brahmana duty. Kshatriya, Kshatriya duty. Vaishya, Vaishya duty. Shudra, Shudra duty. Brahmachari, Brahmacharya ashrama duties. Grihastha, Grihastha ashrama duties. Vanaprastha, Vanaprasthama ashrama duty. What are all those duties means? We saw already previous chapters elaborately. Therefore, he says here, Samaneshu api vastushu. All these vastu, whatever we are using in the society, in the world, dravyasya, any object, anything whenever you are using in the world, they are all having pair of opposites. Shuddhi, Ashuddhi, pure and impure. Any vastu, any object. This is pure, this is impure. Guna and dosha. This is meritorious and this is demeritorious. Punya, papa, guna, dosha. Shubha, ashubham. Mangalam and amangalam. Shubha means mangalam, ashubha means amangalam. Or shubha means favorable, ashubha means unfavorable. Unfavorable for what? Unfavorable for spiritual growth. Unfavorable for spiritual upliftment. Therefore, one has to understand vichikissartham, for inquiry. Dravyasya vichikissartham. Once you want to make use of one object, one thing, is it good for me? Either food or dress or anything, whatever we are using, is it good for me, for my religious life, spiritual life, to convert me from animal nature to humane nature and human nature to divine nature? Is it helpful to me, this dravyam? Whatever I am consuming, whatever I am experiencing, whatever I am hearing, whatever I am seeing, are they useful to me? If your inner conscience says it is yes, you can go ahead. If it says no, it is not good, but I want to do it. Every alcoholic person, some people say everything created by Bhagavan. Alcohol also created by Bhagavan. Cigarette also created by Bhagavan. All pleasures in the world created by Bhagavan. Therefore, when Bhagavan created, why I have to refute them? Why I have to restrict them? Let me enjoy. Even some people go further also. What is that? That evil thinking also Bhagavan only created. What to do? To that extent they go. This weakness in me also Bhagavan only created. Aha, what an intelligent way of thinking. Huh? To justify our weaknesses, we blame the Bhagavan. Bhagavan only created all these desires. Bhagavan only created all these. My thoughts are all coming because of him only. No. Shastra never accept that. Uddhared atmana atmanam. You have to uplift yourself by yourself. Your mind alone is friend to you. Your mind alone is enemy to you. It is your choice. Bhagavan has given Purushartha, free will. You cannot just escape from Bhagavan. What to do, what not to do. Vidhi and Nishedha. Kartum, akartum. What to do, what not to do. All they are given. Rules and regulations like traffic signals. You cannot escape. If you violate them, drinking, liquor, smoking, etc., drugs, etc., no, all are given by Bhagavan. No, Bhagavan has not given them. You are choosing. They are there in the creation. It does not mean whatever given in the society to choose by you. In the shop, there are many things. Are you choosing everything? In the shop, there are many things. You choose what you want. What is good for you. Just as you go to a provision shop, you know, um, what you can call, there are so many shops are there, you know, Kamadhenu, like, you know, many shops you go and you see, oh, what are all having food items, carbohydrates, minerals, padichu, very, you will take that. Why? Because if I'll get more strength, I am so happy if I eat this food, I am so strengthy person, strong person. I'll get strength. Like that, for spiritual journey also, there are so many things in this world. What object I have to choose, what I should not choose, what I have to hear, what I should not hear, what I have to see, what I should not see. All these I have to think. Not that you have to take everything, whatever is given in the universe. They are all not good. Some of them are only good for you. So that precaution one has to take. Shuddha, Shuddhi, pure and impure, both are bound to be there in the society, in this universe. But you have to choose whatever is pure. Shubha, Shubha, what is favorable for your healthy body and healthy mind. What is favorable, that you have to choose. Unfavorable you should not choose. Guna dosha, whatever is having merit, guna, good, that you take. Whatever is having dosha, don't take. That is the idea here Lord Krishna highlights. Therefore, these are bound to be there in this Vyavaharika world. Guna dosha are bound to be there. Shubha Ashubha bound to be there. And Shuddhi Ashuddhi bound to be there. You, the human being, Bhagavan has given you what? Purushartha, Purusha Prayatna, free will. Choose the good one. Choose the pure one. Choose that, whatever is spiritually healthy. Otherwise, you will suffer. Next verse, page number 231, fourth verse. Dharmartham vyavaharartham yatrarthamiti chanagha darshitoyam maya charaha dharmamudvahatam dhuram. This prescription, achara, why I have given so many rules and regulations, prescriptions for people, that in Bhagavad Gita also we saw all those yajnas, why I have prescribed dharmartham, vyavaharartham, yatrartham iti cha. He anagha, O sinless Uddhava, listen to me. All these are given maya acharaha darshitaha. I am acharaha. This achara, karma yoga achara, upasana yoga achara, jnana yoga achara. Achara means putting them into practice. Many people do not know because they don't like Shastra, they don't come to Shastra, they do not know what is karma yoga, what is upasana yoga, what is jnana yoga, why to follow them. By following, what will I get? People do not know. That's why Guru, Shastra, they are required. Shastra is like a aushadam, like a doctor. Sorry, like a aushadam, Guru is like a doctor. Guru only prescribe. Dharmartham, for punya, adrishta phalam, dharmartham. If you want to get punya, if you want to get adrishta phalam, certain prescriptions by Shastra, Sandhya Vandanam, Japa, all these won't give visible benefits. They give only punyam, invisible benefit. That's why many people don't believe, which are not giving any visible benefit. But for a Vaidika, he gives respect to those, value those invisible punyam also through certain religious practices. By doing Sandhya Vandanam, what benefit you get? Visible result? You won't get. By doing Japa, what visible benefit you get? You don't get. By chanting stotrams and all, what visible benefit you get? Nothing. But you get purity, shuddhi. It is shubham. It is favorable for your spiritual journey. Therefore, dharmartham, for punya phalam or adrishta phalam, maya darshitam acharaha. Certain practices are prescribed by me. Darshitam means shown by me or prescribed by me. Not only for punya, vyavaharartham also, profession also, professional ethics. One has to follow ethics in their profession. Vyavaharartham. For interactions in the world, when you are doing interaction, I have given certain norms. They have to follow. Then next one, yatrartham. When you go to pilgrimage also, what you have to do? Lot of dhanam, lot of mind focusing on that pilgrimage, on that yatra sthalam, that punyam, what it gives. Pilgrimage also, I have given certain rules and regulations. When you go to pilgrimages, what you have to follow, what you should not do. In a river, when you are taking a bath, mala visarjanam, mutra visarjanam should not be done. It is given in Shastra. When you go to Tirtha Kshetram, you are not supposed to do that in Nadi, river. So that is a prescription. That is yatrartham. Like that, many other also there. Maya darshitam ayam acharaha. For whose sake? Those who are having the feeling of burden in following all this. Pilgrimage, who will go to pilgrimages? And who will take bath in the river? Who will follow all vratams, fasting and all? For dhuram means bharam, udvahatam, dharma udvahatam bharam. For those people who think it is burdensome. It is burdensome. To be ethical in their profession, it is burdensome for some people. And to get punya, certain rituals are prescribed. They feel burdened to practice them. For them, I have prescribed. Since they are feeling burden, they have to take up. They have to take up. Those who are not feeling burden naturally follow. But naturally, mindset is what human being. They don't want to take bath early. They don't want to get up early. They don't want to do yoga. They don't want to follow food disciplines. They don't want to follow speech discipline also. This is the nature of human mind. That is why dhuram udvahatam, those who feel this is bharam for them to follow. Udvahatam means to resort to take to this, to follow. Udvahatam, to follow whoever feel to burdensome to practice. For them, I have given all this. So therefore, for many people, those who are not interested in doing all of them, I prescribed for them. Gradually, they learned the importance of their life practices. Slowly, they will come into that groove. Hey Uddhava, this is my intention of prescribing all religious practices. Everything is good for you only. For human being. You means human being. We'll see more in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.